price is going to leave behind inefficiencies, right? Those inefficiencies are going to give us the opportunity to understand market trend. It's going to give us the opportunity to understand whether or not we're going to push higher or whether or not we're going to push lower. So here we go. I covered this. This is the main theme. Price does two things. Either it is seeking liquidity or price is rebalancing. Simple. That's it. Enough of Canva, enough of the slide work. Let's go ahead into trading view and let's definitely get to action. Here we go. Before I even talk about the different strategies, I actually want to show you guys a couple of different examples. By the way, I'm trading here on TradeAbate, and this is a funded account that I am currently trading out of. It has around $305,000 right now. The challenge is going to be all the way to 320, right? I'm going to replay today. I'm going to keep everything as is, right? And as you can see, this is my commentary. First, we're going to cover the commentary, and then I'm going to teach you exactly how to look for that every single day. Every single day, right? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to remove absolutely everything. All you're going to see here is just my entries. The arrows are just my entries and exits. The first thing is daily. Why do we cover the daily time frame? The daily time frame, we've considered this the holy grail. I'm actually going to just sign out real quick, and then I'll sign back in just a second. This is the holy grail, right? And why do we care about the daily time frame? Please write this down. The daily time frame is going to give you levels of liquidity. So you're probably asking, Chris, I understand that the market is going to do two things. The market is going to either rebalance or is going to look for liquidity. But where the heck do I find these levels? Well, these levels, you're going to find them where? Previous day high and low. Previous week high and low. And again, these are levels that I've been talking about for years, that you should have these plotted at all given times, right? So previous day, previous week, previous month, high and low. And then we're going to do session highs and low. And for those that do not know what a session high or low is, a session high or low is, for example, what is the high and the low of the Asian session, right? Which is when we're basically sleeping. What is the session high and low of the London session from 3 a.m. all the way to 7, right? And then from there, of course, the New York high and low. So we're definitely going to go ahead and just keep this here, right? Just looking at currently, I only trade NQ. ES, I don't really like ES to be very honest. I like NQ. It has more liquidity. It's more volatile. And to me, that just means more money, right? So here we go. So on the month, what do? What do we plot? The high and the low. I want you to do this every single day. For those that have your trading view on your screen, please follow. Here we go. Boom, here's my high. Here's my low, right? High, low. So I already got my monthly highs and low. Now I'm going to go to my weekly, right? On my weekly, last week, this right here was the low. I wouldn't have cared about that. Why? Because looking at the chart right now, looking at the weekly time frame right now, what does it look like? Are we going to take out this liquidity, or are we going to go up? Well, more than likely right now, it seems like we have equal highs and equal lows. More than likely, I think we're going to go back to this 15837. And matter of fact, to give you guys even a better understanding of this, let's play a game. Let's Let's go back here. Appreciate it, Sue Music. I'm telling you, we're definitely going to come back with full force. I promise you guys that. Here we go, right? Here's the high. Here's the low. I want you to put up or down. Are we going to take the liquidity up or down? Put it in the chat. What do you think? What's going to be the next candle? Up or down? Drop it in the chat. Okay. So Kev, Christina, Vincent. What up, Vincent? How you doing, family? So everybody's saying up, right? And what do we see? Up, right? So price is still going up, right? Now, what do we see now? We have this high, but we always got to look to the left because the left is always telling us a story. So looking at this here on the weekly, yes, we have this high here, but ultimately we would want what? Price to take out this liquidity. And this liquidity is just what? A lower high. That's all it is. So your swing lows, your swing highs, and your swing lows, those are also forms of liquidity. And look how I just placed another level here. I'm not placing this because I'm thinking of this as support. No, I'm thinking of this as what? Simple liquidity. Next candle overtakes the high. We're still very, very bullish, right? Next candle comes down. What are you guys thinking here? A continuation? More than likely. Why? Because we still have this liquidity and we have this liquidity to still take. What do we see? Boom. The fact that price came here and it wicked right there is not a coincidence. That's market makers. Market makers are making that happen, right? Price comes down. What do we see here? Price closes within this week, weekly candle. We may go down, or if not, we may come back up and take out that liquidity. Let's continue. All right, boom. I'm still bullish here, very bullish here. Now that I'm seeing that we have wicks, right? Whenever you see equal highs of wicks, more than oftentimes, price will definitely revert and try to rebalance. Okay, let's continue. Right, so we always care about these levels because these are the levels. These are institutional levels. Whenever somebody says, oh, I got the best levels because my levels are institutional, all they're talking about are the weekly, the monthly, the daily timeframes. Those are the levels that price cares about. And isn't it crazy that price went ahead, it wicked, right? It wicked right here and it came back down. Well, that's just market makers grabbing liquidity, right? So now we need to see if we actually displace. What does that mean? I want you guys to keep that in mind. What does it mean to displace? Displace means that we overtake, right? Or that we have a candle that fully closes above. So honestly, for me to think that price is going to come up here, I want a full body candle. I don't like these wicks because these wicks are just telling me that what? That liquidity is being grabbed. So right now, looking at the weekly time frame, as long as price stays below, 1 second, I gotta let some folks in here into the chat. As long as price stays below this new liquidity, then price can definitely continue going lower. If price breaks through, we will definitely come back to this liquidity level. Let's go ahead and play it out. Beautiful, excellent. That's another great week, bullish week. Cool. We come back down. Let's see. We're still above that liquidity. Price comes back down. We're still bullish here, right? We care about these levels. So this is the next level that I want price to break, right? Again, all I'm taking into account is just the highs and lows. And you're going to see, again, that I'm targeting this level. Why? Because I can tell this is the next level of liquidity. Price will definitely hit that level. Trust me when I tell you. Price goes up. Price goes up. Boom. Is this a displacement? Is this candle right here a displacement candle? Drop a 1 in the chat if you believe so. And again, a displacement is just that we just closed above in 1,000%, right? So you're able to tell with liquidity, you're able to tell where price is going, right? So looking at today, right? What do we see here today when it comes to NASDAQ? Well, NASDAQ has been trying to take out this liquidity of 16,208, but it hasn't been able to, right? On top of that, we still have a lot of areas of rebalancing at the bottom. And again, I am going to get to that in a second. But before I do that, let me continue going to the daily time frame, right? Daily time frame, what do we see? Liquidity here, right? On top of that, I also want to take care of these lows. I care about these lows because these lows are also areas of liquidity, right? I also care about these wicks here. All these wicks are just simply liquidity. And haven't you seen that above this level right here, 16107, price has not been able to displace? What does that mean? All this is just stop hunt. They're hunting for stop losses. There's a whole bunch of people that have buy stops and sell stops up here, and the market makers are having a ball taking their money, right? So now that we have this here, let's go to the 4 hour to see if we missed any other liquidity. Here we go. All right. So base right now, we have the liquidity right here. We have liquidity right here. I'm also going to place this one right here. That's another liquidity level.